Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue dans le deuxième épisode du Présent du Conditionnel. Today we are going to learn mostly about its usages, that where we need to use it. How we need to use it? That's very simple. You take the future radical and you put the imperfect ending we have discussed in the previous chapter as well. Now we are directly jumping into its usages. The first and the foremost use of Présent du Conditionnel is the obvious one, that is to use to express a wish or suggestion. Always remember, a wish or a suggestion cannot be gone into the logicative mode because wahan pe you need a rigid thing. Either the situation has happened, is about to happen, or maybe happening in the future, but there is a surety that it would take place. Here, in conditional, it is just like a wish or a suggestion. So by all means, the very first one should be the suggestion or the wish. Like here in these following examples, I would like to finish this project as soon as possible. You will also see much more usage of these kind of the words, as soon as possible. It's a possibility that will show probability kind of thing. So I would like will map itself, I would like to finish would map itself to je voudrais finir, because it's a type of compulsion. So would like would be mapping to should. And we know for should, it should be voudrais. Je voudrais finir ce projet aussitôt que possible. Although they're completely interchangeable. We'll do the fourth example and you will understand it better. Next is, if I were you. This is again a condition. I would bet on this horse. The bet is parir. Parire, basically. So we are going to directly conjugate it. I would bet. So bet is going to be directly conjugated. That we have learned yesterday also. That according to our English structure, we go with I would plus infinitive and we make the conjugation of the infinitive. So this is parire, which is the future radical. And according to the je, we will put the ending ais. À ta place, je parierai sur ce cheval. Next one. It would be great to go together. It would be. Now, great is not even a verb. That's an adjective. And be is a verb, and we know to be is être. So we would conjugate it like that only. For être, if it is so, we know it will take the conjugation of il and el. Future radical is ser in this case, ser. And according to this, it will map to the conjugation of il el, which is ait. We'll put the ending together and it will become ce serait. Ce serait génial de pouvoir y aller ensemble. Last but not the least is, he would like to meet the woman of his dreams. Now, this is just a wish. This is not even a suggestion. The first, I would like to finish. You might be getting confused why we used je voudrais in the first example, but why we are mapping it now to aimerais. Both are having would like. So why it is going like this? See, when it comes to the case of like, and the afterverb is not showing a kind of compulsion. It is just a sweet wish. You can map it to aimerais. Like, I would like to have the coffee. J'aimerais prendre du café. Like that. But I would like that you finish your work today. And I would like that very much if I get my money today. That is a kind of compulsion. There, je voudrais. I should be very happy, kind of that. Although they both are completely interchangeable, you can go around, but it would make more sense if you keep them like this. So, the woman of his dream is simply la femme de sa vie, and it will become aimerait rencontrer. Rencontrer. This is the first usage. Let's fall to the second usage of it. Now, the présent du conditionnel is used to make a statement or a request more polite. whatever you were talking about, if you want to sound more humble, plus poli, you should use présent du conditionnel. Now I'm also using the should form. Tu devrais utiliser le présent du conditionnel dans ce cas si vous souhaitez pour parler plus poli. Like, and this is the mode or the tense, you can say, which increases your CLB because we are going to make its usage to impress the examiner in speaking and writing section as well. Like, could you give us your opinion? So this could you will become pourriez-vous. For us, which is seode, nous, to give is donner in its infinitive form. Your opinion is votre avis. This is your first example. Secondly, this could you has been translated to pourriez-vous. Would you like to have dinner? This is the whole sentence you need to convert. Now, this is the inversion form as well. So that is why the conjugated form of voudriez is coming before. So, voudriez-vous, voudriez-vous dîner? Any sound you cannot. Voudriez-vous dîner avec nous ce soir? That's the translation. Could you give me a hand? Now, giving a hand is like having a helping hand of somebody. And in this case, they have taken two more exceptions. They have used est que structure instead of the inversion simply. And could you, that could have been pourriez-vous structure as well, but they are using the tu structure. If you want to make an inversion, just drop the est que and inverse the pourrais and tu. So it will become pourrais tu. Est-ce que tu pourrais me donner un coup de main? Or you can simply say, pourrais-tu me donner un coup de main? Coup de main is a helping hand. Apart from that, last but not the least for this category, would you like to attend the meeting? Now, to attend the meeting, that's something formal. That's a kind of obligation and gives you the sense of should. So you can see, instead of using aimerait, they have used voudrait. And again, they have used the structure of est que. You can make the use of the inversion structure as well. This is completely up to you. Est-ce que tu voudrais assister à la réunion? Est-ce que tu voudrais assister à la réunion? Or for inversion, you can simply drop est que form and you can inverse voudrais and tu. So it will simply be becoming voudrais-tu assister à la réunion? It is totally up to you. Although you both have to give me the conversions in the written form that I just told. Just to make sure that you are getting that right. Now, the next third important usage, and this is the most important one. The usage of C clause. We generally use this according to the terms of présent du conditionnel. And what we need to remember is the présent du conditionnel is used when condition is implied. The word itself is saying this is the conditional one. So when you want to introduce a condition, then obviously the mode that is going to imply is présent du conditionnel. And the noteworthy point over here is when the main clause is in the présent du conditionnel, C clause is in imparfait. C clause is the dependent clause actually, which does not hold its meaning on its own, but it is dependent on the main clause to get its meaning. So you need to remember just this clause, that the part of the sentence which is containing C is going to be in imparfait, but the main clause, the rest of the part of the sentence will be formed according to the rule of présent. So overall, you can just take a shortcut from here. that whatever conjugation is going to come in imparfait, the ending of that conjugation, if the subjects are same, will be in accordance with the main clause as well. Let's make a sense of this point, what I'm saying. Like here, we would go to the Rome if we could. Two clauses, would, could. But I told you that if clause is always going to be in imperfect. And this is the dependent one. Why I'm saying dependent one? If I just say this, if we could, we are not making in any sense out of it. But it will make sense if you complete the sentence, we would go to Rome. And even if you write we would go to Rome as such, it holds the sense. So we would go to Rome if we could. For this main clause, we are going to use it in the présent du conditionnel. So this first half is nous irions à Rome. Why irions? Because to go is the future radical ir, and according to nous, we are putting the ending I. That's it. Nous irions à Rome. If is si. And we could. I told you this is going to be in imparfait now. If we is no and could, because it is pouvoir. So in imparfait, we will go to the nous point, that is nous pouvons. We will drop the ONS and we will add the IONS in pouv. So the both rules are going to imply side by side. But the hint over here, which can save your time and energy, is that if the subject pronoun is same, like here in this condition, both of the time we were having we. दोनों में नू था, तो आपकी एंडिंग भी सेम होगी, IONS. बस आपको टेंस याद है. Are we clear? So as we discussed the second and third also, let's see one more example where our subject pronouns are different in both the classes. If you read this, we would come. It holds the meaning, so that means it is the main clause. And this is the C clause. If our babysitter were available, it itself is giving the sense that this is talking about the past. And this is the dependent clause. So in the main clause, we have to use the présent du conditionnel according to the rule. Nous viendrions. To come is viandre in the future radical, and according to the nous, it will be IONS. For if it is C, our babysitter, notre babysitter, were available. Available is disponible. And because this is imparfait, so it is just the one person who is babysitter, it should be était. It should be the past conjugation of be. I hope this time this is clear. Tomorrow we are going to discuss this in class, but I'm giving you first year's homework. It's very easy again. One simple thing you that need to keep in mind is the présent du conditionnel is also used to express unconfirmed or alleged information, although not much use. But we need to understand this because in cases it is known as the conditionnel journalistic. In this case, this is called conditional journalistic, seen from time to time in the press or heard on news broadcasts. So if you make one or more two sentences like this in your writing, it becomes more impressive for the exam. Let's discuss this example. But this is your homework. You have to read it once more and you are going to teach it back to me tomorrow. Like, I will imply the last example and you will study the both. The president will reportedly, this will have these type of the words in it, reportedly, allegedly, which is not true, sign the treaty by the end of the afternoon. So for president, the word is going to be say, le président. Will reportedly sign. There is no exact conversion for the word reportedly. But we know this is going to take présent du conditionnel. So the main verb is to sign, which is signer. So we'll take signer as such because this is its future radical. Le président maps to il, so we'll put the ending AIT. The treaty is le traité. By the end is enfin of the afternoon, l'après. That's it. It's very, very, very easy. Rest two examples are your homework, and we will be discussing its doubts tomorrow. We'll continue from your homework. I'll see you in the next chapter.